And now, it's time for another episode with the two brothers who ice fish from the same hole, who have kicked the same field goals, and who will have you laughing from start to finish. Bringing you the sports, music, and entertainment straight from their Eskimo hut. It's the Eskimo Brothers Podcast.
Yo, what up out there, everybody? Welcome in to the Eskimo Brothers Podcast. Episode is number 123, bro. Woo!
That's a lot of episodes.
We say that every week, bro.
Yeah, I know.
But it's true, though. We were surprised we're still alive.
Hey, that means we keep it on trucking, bro.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, I keep trucking, baby.
It's always good to it's always look forward, man, to coming in here and hitting record and hanging out with everybody out there. If you're listening on the audio or if you're right here with us at YouTube,
we're hanging out.
We're hanging out and drinking.
Hey, it's a Saturday afternoon version on live on YouTube.
It's been a while since we've done a Saturday one.
Yes, football season wrecks us on those abilities to do the Saturday episodes. Yeah. So back to Saturday as we sit here a weekend away from Super Bowl 58. So we've only got one more weekend of football, basically, and then this year's over. And, man, the weekends were driven around football and football season, and we wrecked our bodies for you guys out there all football season long. If you had the chance to stop in on Sunday for our back-to-back streams for the conference championships, you'd realize that the Lions 49ers games towards the end got questionable because we were feeling pretty good. I
don't remember the 49ers tying that game up.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched the highlights, obviously, since then, but I don't remember much of that game. Those all-day drinking things, those are interesting at my age.
We had a good time, though.
Before we get started, I got to pay off a bet. I'm wearing a T-shirt. I wanted the Ravens to win. My girlfriend is kind of a Chiefs fan. She likes Patrick Mahomes. She said if the Chiefs win, I have to wear this stupid shirt that she made me. If I win, she was supposed to wear a Taylor Swift shirt. Let me stand up here and show you guys this stupid-ass shirt I have to wear today.
Yeah, this is great. Now, if you can't read it, it's Chiefs colors. It says "Go Taylor's Boyfriend" on the front.
And the back
and then on the back, it's literally Kelsey with his number. So there you go. Leaf's a Chiefs fan.
No, I am not. And I
Leaf's
do not like
Travis Kelce fan. Then
I do not like Travis Kelce. I just lost the bet, guys.
Okay. I think we see what's happening here, guys.
Yeah.
Coming out.
The true colors are coming out.
I'm going to be a Chiefs fan, and next Sunday I'll be like, what the fuck?
I'm going to do the chop. Do they do that at the Arrowhead?
Yeah.
I thought that was the Braves, bro. Is it the Chiefs do it?
I think they do it the Chiefs too.
That's racist, bro.
Yeah. That's what I said. I was disgusted.
All right. Anyway, I just had to do that. So, there's proof. I paid my debts off. My bets that I made.
Yeah.
Which I will win one later.
Actually,
today.
I was going to say, after this episode, we have another bet that Leaf's going to try and try to win, I guess.
Yeah.
He has to punt the ball 35 yards at least. So we're paying that off after this episode, right after.
Yeah, I did a little practice earlier today, and all I'm going to say is it felt good.
That's all you got to say. Obviously, we're going to record that and post that on the socials.
Oh, yeah, and you're going to see what I'm talking about.
Okay, we'll see. But, so that's what's going on today in our world. It's Saturday, so it's a good day, and it's a fucking great day outside. It's like 65 or something.
Fucking beautiful out
I don't even
there.
know why I'm wearing this long sleeve
Doesn't
shirt.
feel like February out there, I can tell you that.
No, thank God.
Yeah.
Fuck the cold weather and the freezing of the
done.
state.
I'm already done with it, dude.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah, so we're excited to have some good weather, decent weather to do that, and have a good Saturday here as we move along. And also, just wanted to shout out to the old fucking yesterday, bro. Yesterday was Groundhog Day, by the way, or Thursday. When was it? No, it was yesterday.
Yeah, I think
Friday.
Yeah, Friday. Yep.
Yeah. So yesterday, Punxsutawney Phil, the groundhog, the famous groundhog, Punxsutawney Phil, he rose without a shadow. So, guys, we're forecasting an early spring. Now, just to put it out there, Punxsutawney Phil and his predecessors, because this fucking groundhog's not the one that's been around forever.
Yeah, same one. He's fucking gray and old. And they pull him out and he's dead, bro.
Yeah. You didn't see when they pulled him out, he had his own groundhog walker?
Yeah.
Punxsutawney Phil rose without a shadow, forecasting an early spring for us. Now, just to say, again, this one and his predecessors all together, 39% accurate throughout the years. So, hey, batting 390, bro. That's Hall of Fame level.
That's Hall of Fame. Yeah, you're in the Hall of Fame. No problem if you're a baseball player.
And by the way that we're looking outside right now, things are looking good for Punxsutawney Phil this year without no shadow. Thank God, bro, because I don't like winter at all, dude.
I'm done with it, bro. I'm already over it, dude.
We had
that 1 week that we had that was like, usually when it's that long, it sucks so bad, dude.
Yeah, I hate it.
Yeah.
I mean, like everybody here has PTSD from the 2 or 3 years
2021,
ago. Yeah, when we had the massive winter, just froze the entire state, bro.
Yeah, and the power grid went out.
Power went out. Water everybody was fucked for weeks on end, bro. So anytime we can avoid that, I'm down.
Yeah.
So thank God we got an early spring coming. Thanks, appreciate that, Groundhog Phil. Appreciate that over there.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Okay, man. So there's been a few things that have gone on. I'll let you start off with yours. I think you have more entertainment stuff, and then we of course have a big RIP segment in this one.
Yeah. So I have a couple entertainment things. There's 2 documentaries coming out at some point. We don't have release dates for either one of them, but they are coming out probably this year. That I'm super pumped about. And first one is music related. It's our girl Celine Dion. She has a documentary coming out. This is going to follow the singer amid her stiff person syndrome, which actually canceled her whole tour out a couple years ago.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah, we talked about it because we were talking about we got to go see her.
Yes.
I don't think we're going to be able to anymore.
Nah, I doubt it, bro.
This stiff person syndrome thing is pretty serious. This is going to follow her journey going through that, finding out that she got it, and how she lives with it now. She's 55, man, still kind of young. So, and she keeps saying in interviews that she's like, I'm not done. I'm going to still do, but
I don't know how.
We'll see how that goes. She has not toured since she canceled that one. And like I said, it was a couple of years ago, like 2021, whenever she started it back up. But, so she had to, late 2022 is when she got the diagnosis. So she canceled all her shows. And so here we are now.
That sounds about right when we talked about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And her tour was supposed to run until of April this year of 2024, but obviously she canceled all those dates. So if she does start it back up, she's got a long way to go. But that is coming out. Amazon has it, so it's probably going to be out on Amazon Prime. There's no date yet, but I'm just pumped to.
Not a shocker.
Anything Celine Dion, I'm on board with. So
yeah.
Okay, and the other one is a kind of a childhood thing for me. It's a Christopher Reeve documentary coming out. This Warner Brothers bought this one, so I think the guys that made it did like one of those what's it called, like overseas things, film. What do they call those things? Like Sundance Festival, film festival thing?
Yeah, the film festivals. Yeah.
And that's, you get in front of people. It's kind of like...
Yeah, you put it in front of people.
And
see how it reacts.
Yeah, so Warner Brothers bought it for like $15 million, and they're going to release it.
Jesus.
So
maybe we need to do a documentary on somebody.
Yeah, this follows Christopher Reeve, his whole thing with when he became, Superman, and then his whole accident that paralyzed him, and eventually...
Fell off a horse, right?
Yeah, fell off a horse, got paralyzed.
Is he still alive?
No, he's dead.
Okay.
Yeah. He died in 2000, like 15, 20 years ago, bro.
Oh, Jesus, okay. 20 years ago? Wait, that'd be like 8 years ago.
No, 2024. Or no, 2004.
2004, okay.
Yeah. I think that's when he died.
Jesus Christ, that was a long time ago. What the hell was I thinking?
Yeah. So, but yeah, this kind of is like a whole documentary of his life, basically. So, and I grew up watching those 70s Supermans when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I'm still kind of a fan of Superman. I mean, not so much today, like these days, but
no,
because they haven't made a really good Superman movie in a while. I was okay with Man of Steel, but the rest have been trash. So
yeah, they're garbage, bro.
Yeah,
that's one man to blame for that.
But
by the way.
Yeah. So hopefully the new DCU, James Gunn, changes that. But
that's crazy because Christopher Reeve was in that Flash movie, bro.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Guys, CGI guys. CGI.
Yeah. He came. He's still alive.
He
bro.
rose from the dead. And he was walking too. It was weird.
It's a conspiracy theory, like Tupac. They all live on an island, bro.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
No, but
Epstein Island.
This doesn't have a release date, but it is coming out soon. It's already made. Obviously, I don't know what Warner Brothers is going to do to it, edit it more, whatever they're going to do to release it. But it'll probably be out this year. So if you're into that, look out for those 2 documentaries, man. Those are going to be good ones.
Yeah, those will be 2 good ones to check out.
Yeah,
definitely. If you like that shit, like I do.
And then speaking of Superman, an actress that we're a fan of, House of the Dragon, Millie Alcock, who played Rhaenyra in the first season.
The young Rhaenyra.
Yeah, the young Rhaenyra. Yeah, she just announced. James Gunn announced on his Instagram actually that she is the Supergirl that's going to be in the DCU.
Interesting choice.
Yeah,
I like it though. Millie is one hot mama.
She is a very attractive female. Yes,
It was really hot in House of Dragon when her uncle was trying to fuck her,
trying to bang her. Yeah.
I was like, God damn it, this is why I watch this show.
Yeah. So yeah,
so hot.
So James Gunn came out and said, "Yep, she is Supergirl," along with that guy that they, Nicholas Hoult, I think. No, he's the Lex Luthor guy. I remember the guy that they got for Superman was like some kind of unknown guy.
Well, yeah, I mean, you wouldn't know him.
Yeah,
you really wouldn't. James Gunn casted people that are just not very well known.
Yeah.
For Superman and Lois Lane, we were kind of like,
yeah.
And they look young too. And he's like, it's not an origin story. I'm like, Superman looks like he's 20.
Yeah.
Like he looks so young, bro. So, but Millie as Supergirl, that's interesting. You're into that shit way more than I am Superman shit.
Yeah,
I've never been a Superman fan.
Yeah, I mean, this just goes back to that whole Christopher Reeve thing, man.
Yeah.
That's the ones I watch those all the time, dude.
I just never got into Superman.
Yeah.
I was more of just Batman, bro.
Yeah. No, Batman was obviously my favorite growing up, but I was into Superman too, so. But not like I said, it's more.
For you,
I'm
bro.
more Batman now than I would.
Yeah.
He's been the one constant that I've always liked. But Superman, I still got that little bit in me because of what I grew up watching.
That little child.
But now Millie Alcock's in there as Supergirl, Kara.
I'll just that's her name. Yeah.
So
I'll just catch the highlights on that, guys.
Yeah. But then there's
Is she naked? No. Does she have a chance to have incest? No. I'm not watching.
No, he wants to watch her get banged by her uncle.
That's right.
That's what Sam's all about.
That's right. And they fucking cheated us out of that, guys.
Yeah.
It was close, but they cheated us until they went to the older one.
Yeah.
Which is fine, but at the same time.
But then they fast forwarded, like they're already married and had kids and stuff.
Yeah.
So you still got robbed.
So HBO robbed us of that, but guys, this fantasy is there. Okay. Yeah. Thank you for writing such great books.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
What's his name? George
R. Martin.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
George, cheers, buddy.
Yeah.
We appreciate the thoughts. Hey, HBO doesn't fuck around either. They're like, yeah, fuck it, just make it.
All right, let's see what else I got here. Another music thing here. This is very cool, man. So Dire Straits should be, a lot of you guys know that band. Martin Knopfler is the lead guitar player of that band.
Underrated.
Very underrated. He's a finger picker, man. Yep. And he plays like he's using a pick all the time. It's pretty crazy.
Yes.
But he just recently sold 120 of his guitars at an auction.
Wow.
And he donated 20. It was over for $11 million American cash. It was like 8.8 million pounds, whatever the fuck over there. And it was over there.
Wait, how much cash for US dollars?
11 million. He sold 120, and one of them.
Fuck.
Yeah, this was like this gear. Well, it was guitars, amps, and some other stuff. But mostly it was guitars. And
what the hell are you doing? He's just not playing anymore.
I don't know. He did.
He's old as shit.
Yeah, he's up there.
Yeah.
He's had a 50-year career. Is what it said. All the gear he's accumulated across a 50-year career. He said, and his 1959 vintage Gibson Les Paul Standard, insane guitar, by the way. Sold for a new world record for that model of guitar, $884,000.
Yeah, I could see that.
I wonder if Jim Irsay has that, bro.
Probably.
I guarantee Irsay has one of his guitars right now, dude. 100% he was
He's
there,
like
dude.
from rehab still bidding on the shit.
Yeah, he's probably calling somebody. Yeah, bid.
I wonder if one of those guitars is the one that he wrote Money for Nothing on.
Yes, okay. I saw that. Let me see.
Okay. Or the Sultans of Swing, bro.
Okay, wait, here's the one for yeah. Let me find that one. Now, the one that he used for Walk of Life in 1985, that one went for $530,000.
Jesus Christ.
It had an estimate value of $6,000, so somebody overpaid for it.
Wow.
Obviously.
Holy shit, man. How do you get from 6 to 500,000? Jesus, guys, calm down out there.
Let me
But
see.
basically, all of his guitars, most famous guitars, and everything that he used to write music and play music with, he sold.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me, man.
Yeah, and then 25% of that went to charity, and then of course,
that's cool.
So I mean, maybe he just thought, he's like, shit, I ain't got no room here, man. I need to get rid of some shit.
Jesus Christ, if you looked up his age, he's got to be way up there.
Yeah,
He's got to be 70 something, bro. Got to be, at least.
Oh yeah, he's got to be, dude.
Yeah,
doesn't say his age in here, but yeah.
I have to look that up now because I'm just curious because I'm like, what the fuck, dude? That is like, if you're not gonna play anymore, then I can see it, I guess. But it's crazy because a lot of the guys they'll still keep their shit, bro. Yeah, he's 74 years old.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, and he said, I hope they all get played. I'm like, dude, whoever spent that much money on these guitars, they're putting them in a glass case and like they're not touching them.
I try to find him and have him sign it.
Yeah.
Be like, just sign this for me, bro, and then I'm not playing this ever.
No, yeah, you put that up, bro. You don't want to break that shit.
No, exactly.
So, yeah, there you go, man. He's $11 million richer, minus 25% that he's given.
I'm sure he probably
charity.
Didn't need it.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
But anyway, I thought that was pretty cool. I was like, that's a ton of stuff to get rid of, bro.
That is. That's almost like somebody just saying, like, I'm at the end of the road, bro.
Yeah, and see, last thing I have as far as like entertainment.
Nobody wants it. Nobody in his family wanted the shit.
I guess not, man.
Jesus. Okay.
Yeah, if I was like his son, bro, I'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
I want that guitar, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway.
Like, hey, asshole.
Yeah. It's like, what's left in the will for me, dick?
Oh shit.
All right. Oh yeah, one more thing here that I have is the Joe Rogan. It's kind of in our realm that we kind of aspire to be.
Oh my God, yeah. If only.
If only. But he did sign a new deal. He had previously had a 1-year deal with Spotify that just expired. He renewed with Spotify, but only this time. It's $250 million deal, by the way. Insane money.
Yeah.
But now he gets to. It's not exclusive anymore. He can do Apple, Amazon, and he can put his videos back on YouTube, which he didn't get to do that first.
He's having to stop doing that.
They let him do like the small clips like he always does, but not the full episodes. So now he does get to go to YouTube and do the full thing. And
I saw he was going to post them on X too, the full videos.
Yeah.
Because Elon Musk has been pushing creators and stuff like that to do stuff on X, and Mr. Beast is one of the ones that's been posting his full videos now. Did you see that fucking video that Mr. Beast posted on X? He was like, I'm going to try this out and see what happens. See how much money this generates.
Mm-hmm.
And so he posted like one of his full, like 30, 40-minute videos he posted on YouTube, that whatever he was doing for that one. And then he posted the results or whatever, and his video on X generated like $260,000 worth of revenue.
Jesus.
And I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, that's because Mr. Beast has like,
I
think he's got like 80 million or 100 million followers or something like that. It's up there.
Yeah.
I know he has like 100 million subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah.
Something like that.
No, yeah, it's insane. And he's got 4 or 5, he's got a bunch of channels, different channels, and they're all over millions.
I know. He releases his videos in like so many different languages too.
Yeah.
I'm like, he hired somebody to do that.
Yeah.
He's like, I want you to take my videos and release it in Spanish, release it in Portuguese, release it in Japanese. I'm like,
French,
God.
and everything.
Everything.
It's crazy, dude.
And he's like, I don't understand why the creators out there aren't doing this.
Yeah.
He's like,
it's a whole new it's a different revenue stream,
That's what he said.
Yeah.
Smart fucking guy.
So Rogan's the GOAT, bro, and
$250 million. I think I saw it was like up to 250 or whatever, but that guy's not gonna ever need a single dollar again.
I don't know how many years it was. It doesn't really say.
I didn't see either.
But I'm sure it's multi-year this time, probably, since they're letting him do different things. I think they did
he's
the
generating some ad revenue from others, and like Spotify's getting a piece of that too. That's why they're letting him do that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a win-win for both.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I text Leaf that. I was like, hey man, $250 million. I was like, hey Joe, you throw like 5 to us, bro.
Yeah.
And that way we can do it for a living and just be chill.
Yeah.
God damn, you got so much fucking money, bro.
Yeah, dude. He could retire. He could have retired a long time ago.
Easily. But I mean, why would you?
Yeah.
You literally have the best.
You get to sit down and talk to all kinds of different people.
Anybody you want to.
2-3 hours long.
Anybody you want. Yeah, exactly. I don't know how the hell he does it.
All he has, and I mean, like he's got his own guys, obviously. So.
He gets fucking these people's time. I've seen one of them sit on for 4 hours.
Yeah.
Post Malone did like a 4 hour. I'm like, how the hell are you getting him for half a day?
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
And they're not getting paid. Well, they may pay him. I don't know. I doubt it, man, because he's such he's the number one podcast.
He gets so much exposure, it just helps. Yeah. It helps them just to be on there.
Yeah, he did that episode with James Hetfield, and that was like 3 hours long.
Yeah,
and I'm like, that's got to be impossible to get James Hetfield for 3 hours.
Yeah, I remember seeing how long that one was. I was like, what?
Yeah,
because Hetfield's kind of private anyway, and he doesn't like doing those kind of things. But
3 hours, bro, and I'm like, these people are busy.
Yeah,
they have stuff they got to do because usually, he always has them in person at his studio.
Yeah,
he doesn't go on the road. Mm-hmm. So I know his studio's in Austin.
Yeah.
So he has to get whenever they're around in town.
Yeah.
It's crazy, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I remember that one. I watched that one, obviously, because the guy that he was interviewing is wanted by the U.S. government. That one guy, what's his name?
Oh,
the guy that leaked all the shit that the government was, what's his name?
I don't know.
Edward Snowden.
Oh, Ed Snowden.
He had to do remote with that guy because he's over in Russia somewhere hiding, bro. Yeah. But he came on the pod. I was like, how do you get this fucking guy?
I know,
he's wanted by the U.S. government. He's like, I guarantee the FBI or the government called Rogan like, we need to have all your how you got connected with him.
He can get anybody.
Yeah.
Anybody. There's no limits to what Joe Rogan can get on his podcast. Oh, anybody.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he's the number one guy, dude. He's been number one for so long, dude.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah. That's what. One day we'll be up there, bro.
Maybe so.
One day we'll get that $250 million deal from Spotify, bro.
It'll be like fucking 90. I'll be like, we finally did it.
We finally did it, guys.
And just die.
Yeah.
Fuck. At least our kids are taken care of. Ugh.
Yeah, make sure it's guaranteed, bro. They got to pay it out even if we die.
I know. Fuck.
But anyway, there you go, man.
Okay.
That's all I got, bro.
Well, I just want to say that we've as we transition over to kind of the sports and everything, I just got a RIP segment for us that we found out yesterday. That was a big one for everybody.
Oh yeah.
And when I said last week, I said, hey, it's been a nice little stretch of like not having to do an RIP segment. It's been nice.
Yeah.
Everybody's been staying around. We've been chill. Well, yesterday we got a big one out there. Mr. Carl Weathers, bro, passed away a couple days ago, February 1st, but it was announced yesterday by his family.
Yeah.
And everybody knows who Carl Weathers, famous actor, director as well. He also was a football player for a while too.
Yeah, he played for the Raiders. Not long. He didn't have a long football career, but
no,
he was signed.
Yeah, he was for the Raiders. Yeah, and then he actually went over to the Canada Football League as well. Yeah. So he played football before and then he started going into the acting. Yeah. And of course, we all know his career was massive. Mm-hmm. I mean, he was a huge. Obviously, Rocky was his first big role. Yeah. He had a few before that, but you really wouldn't know. Rocky obviously put him on the map. Mm-hmm. And after Rocky, it was kind of like boom, boom, boom. I mean, he was just fucking hitting them all, bro. All the way up to before he passed away, man. I mean, this guy was doing stuff like all the way up to that.
Yeah, he was.
I mean, he was a big one in the Mandalorian series as well on Disney Plus, so Star Wars. I mean, that was till last year. So he was doing stuff like that all the way up. But I think his most famous roles obviously were Rocky as Apollo Creed. Mm-hmm. Chubbs Peterson, bro, from Happy Gilmore, of course. Definitely. And, of course, Dylan and Predator. Colonel Al Dillon, bro. Dylan! Yeah. Famous fucking...
Yeah, as Arnold Schwarzenegger on his Instagram posted those screenshots on that movie.
Yeah, that's great.
And it's like, that's one of those iconic scenes out of that movie. So
it's horrible.
It's bad. It's terrible acting, but it's just like...
It is iconic, though.
It's so funny. That's why it's,
Yeah. But we got a bad one, of course, and... they did say the only thing that his family did release was that he died peacefully in his sleep. So nothing like, I guess, trauma or whatever. It sounds like he just in his sleep, bro. So
yeah, 76, bro. I mean,
yeah, and I mean, he was obviously early on in his career. He was jacked.
Yeah,
he looked jacked, bro. In those fucking Rocky scenes where they're working out together.
Yeah,
and all that fucking music and they're running on the beach, bro.
Yeah,
they're jacked, bro. Yeah. Both of them. I saw Sylvester Stallone posted a video, too, and he was very emotional. That was a big one for him. He was, obviously, they were very close. And, yeah, you always remember him as Chubbs Peterson as well from Happy Gilmore. Mm-hmm. It's great. That's great. There's so many iconic classic one-liners from that. Mm-hmm. Get that gold jacket like I never got.
Gold jacket, green jacket, who gives a shit?
It's all in the hips.
Alligator bit my damn hand off.
Oh my God. It's all in the hips.
He's like, I took some bitch's eye or whatever.
Yeah. I got that some bitch's eye. It's definitely a different role for him, but he was great.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was good.
So that sucks, man. That's definitely hard to see Carl Weathers pass away.
Yeah, that's a big one, man. That's the biggest one probably so far in 2024, man.
Oh, yeah. I think definitely. So. Yeah, definitely. So R.I.P. and cheers, Carl. Thanks for all the great roles and everything. On all as always, your work lives on.
Yes.
And some of our favorite movies. I mean, come on, dude. Rocky, Predator.
Rocky was my number one sports movie when we did our top sports movies. So that's a big one, man.
That's true.
Yep.
Yeah, and I mean, he was in the first one all the way to 4.
Fourth, yeah.
Yeah. So crazy. So R.I.P. Mr. Carl Weathers. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
Okay. All right, moving on to the sports world in this episode. Just a couple of funny, well, not really funny, I guess. I shouldn't say that. But I guess if you want to call this sports world, I mean, sure.
Yeah.
Our buddy, well, not our buddy, but somebody that everybody knows, Mr. Vince McMahon. Boy, oh boy, we got some fucking news about this guy this past couple of weeks or week.
Yeah.
Obviously, Vince McMahon was the founder of WWF, which is now WWE, whether you like that or not now, who knows. But growing up, of course, wrestling fans, you're usually as a kid, as a boy, you're kind of into that sort of thing. Well, we were. Nowadays, who fucking knows?
Yeah.
Don't even get me started on that. But so some stuff came out. Vince McMahon's very old now, older anyways, and he was the executive chairman of TKO Group Holdings, which I believe is kind of the owner of WWE now.
Yeah.
But on Thursday, some news broke out that a former WWE employee filed a lawsuit against Vince McMahon, who is the founder of World Wrestling Entertainment. The suit was filed by Janelle Grant in the District Court for District of Connecticut. Also named WWE and former head of talent relations John Laurinaitis as defendants. There were some massively shocking allegations brought out in the lawsuit. And so basically everybody was like, whoa. It's like, what the fuck? And all the allegations and everything came out, and everybody was kind of like, oh, when these allegations come out, first of all, I don't know. Like, when these allegations come out, you're like, all right, is it true? Kind of sort of thing.
Right.
Because Vince McMahon is worth, I mean,
billions.
Probably.
Easy.
Yeah. I would say so.
Yeah.
I would say so. So you're like, I don't know, because we see it all the time, man, unfortunately, with somebody targeting somebody for their money.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the way it is. We don't know.
Happens
That's what
a lot,
That's what we always say, like, let's see the evidence and make sure, like, that we're not just going to jump to the one side just because it came out, bro. We've seen this before.
Yeah, 100%.
I think we can jump to the side of the person that filed the lawsuit now. Just saying. Friday, after all this news came out, and the next day or whatever, Vince McMahon tendered his resignation from his position as executive chairman on the board and on the board of directors as well. So he no longer has a role with WWE or TKO Group Holdings. I was like, whoa. Because, I mean, that guy's been in forever. I mean, he founded the fucking thing.
Yeah. I mean.
So then we got some more stuff that came out in the lawsuit, bro. Some leaked text messages that came out from Mr. Vince McMahon to the person that Janelle Grant that filed the lawsuit. The first text message dates back to February 5th in 2021. And the text message basically, let me just read it. Actually, this one right here. So basically, okay, February 5th, 2021. This is the first one in the lawsuit. It shows McMahon prompting Janelle Grant to meet with other men to engage in intercourse with her. And the text message reads, "Do you promise to make me proud, baby? Will you show him what a porno star you can be? Will you show off for me like never before?" And then it says, "On days when he's in town, I want him to fuck you every morning and later in the office too." And then there's some more text messages here, and I'm telling you guys, if you haven't seen these, they're very explicit.
Yeah.
We're talking like I think I saw some people that were like, I can't even read these.
Yeah.
Just for example, here's so I guess they engaged in a threesome at some point, and then after that, these messages kept coming to this lady. So just another text message I'll read real quick. This is Vince McMahon talking to Miss Grant. You need your panties ripped off and 3 big black dicks in all 3 holes at the same time. Way up your pussy and way up your ass, as far as they will go, but even farther. And the thickest cock goes down your throat, so it makes you gag and convulse as those big black cocks pound away. It fails from the start. You're being assaulted, but it's made. These are
Jesus
disgusting.
Christ, dude.
Hey, by the way, Vince McMahon he's got some abilities to text, bro, because I'm like, this is putting me to shame, bro.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, dude.
These are like super explicit text messages that I was like, Jesus, man.
Mm-hmm.
So when those came out from the lawsuit, I'm like, okay, I can see why Vince McMahon was told by his lawyer, dude, the lawsuit is bad, bro. Just resign.
Yeah, you're fucked.
So
basically.
I think we've got a nice little fucking glimpse into how Vince McMahon was around being the boss, bro, at the WWE. This is like one of those ones where you're like, okay, this guy's just an old perv.
Yeah, yeah.
Now there's some fucking funny clips out there that WWE has done, like on stage, as their acts or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been funny to see because it's all a show, obviously. And
Mm-hmm.
there was one where he was hooked up to a lie detector test in the ring, and Hulk Hogan was asking him, like, are you a pervert or something like that? And Vince McMahon was like, no. And then the thing was like, yeah. So it was like, everybody's like, oh, because that was a long time ago. Right, obviously, now we know that was true.
Yeah.
So just want to share that out there that I guess the person that filed the lawsuit, showed attempts of blackmail as well made by Vince McMahon, insinuating her job was on the line. So he was textbook power over there.
Yeah, back in 2022, though, there was a thing that, because he announced he was stepping down before that, because they did find that he paid like $3 million. Mm-hmm. But she was unnamed. It was an unnamed person at that time. Yeah, but now it looks like since she came forward with all this, it's probably who that was. So. Yeah. And that's crazy, man.
Vince McMahon's always been a weirdo. In my mind, with a lot of the stuff that they did in WWF and WWE, but obviously that was all for show and the shock.
Yeah.
But man, when you see these messages, you're like, I mean, there's more than that guy. I just read one, and it kept going. I didn't read the whole thing. Yeah. There's a bunch of those, dude, and it's bad, like really fucking bad. You're just like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
Bro, as a billionaire, though, why would you text this out, bro? And screenshots exist.
Yeah, he's an idiot, obviously.
Man. Or maybe he's like, I have so much money, I don't care.
Yeah.
But Jesus Christ.
I guess he thought paying that hush money to her was going to keep her quiet, but come on, man. That shit's out there forever. When you hit sin, bro, you're fucked. That's out there forever.
I know, dude, and that fucking sucks, bro, because when I drink and I do that and then I think about the next day, I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah, but you're not saying fucked up shit like that.
Oh, no. Oh, no, yeah. No.
You're not saying you need to be raped and shit.
No, hell no. No, it was bad. This is bad. So, whatever happens as far as legal proceedings go, this lady, Janelle Grant, is probably going to get a fat stack of cash.
Oh, yeah. She's going to be set for life. Sure.
So that's insane. So there you go. I know there's a lot of people that we are friends with or that we know that still watch wrestling and whatever, to each their own. But holy shit, bro. Crazy allegations out there. So just wanted to throw that out there, bro. Okay. Moving on. Just some light things here for our baseball. We're right around the corner, Leaf. Believe it or not, everybody, we're 11 days away from pitchers and catchers reporting for spring training. That's crazy. That's 11 days. I repeat, 11 days. I swear to God, it feels like just last month the Rangers won the World Series.
Yeah. I love
That's what happens whenever you play to the World Series, though. You play a long time, and then you play an extra month, basically.
Right. Yeah, because the World Series was over like November 1st. So here we are, like 3 months later. It's time, bro. Yeah. Love it.
So hopefully the guys and the Rangers they've got 3 months of rest. Hopefully they're good. Everybody, we're dealing with some stuff. We just found out this past week Corey Seager had surgery to remove a sports hernia, so he's going to miss all of spring training, basically. Hopefully ready for opening day.
I'm not worried about him missing any of the spring training stuff, but it just
he
sucks.
doesn't really need it.
Yeah, I mean, it just sucks that he has this surgery has to come up right when it did.
Yeah, and when I thought about that, I'm like, why the fuck? Because they said it developed in the postseason. First of all, that's even more of a legend, by the way, winning a World Series with a hernia.
Yeah,
which Corey Seager. They said they thought it was going to heal on its own, and that surgery is always the last option. So that's why.
Okay.
It's not major surgery by any means, but it's definitely 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks, apparently. And Chris Young said, no, I'm not concerned whatsoever. But
yeah,
the only thing that you might see out of that, and I could be just wrong completely because it's Corey Seager, but you might see a slow start.
Yeah.
Because you haven't seen any live pitching really and whatever. But then again, it's Corey Seager. So,
well, like the whole thing about Seager, and people in baseball have said this, the guy lives in the batting cage. So as soon as he's able to swing a bat, I imagine he'll be in a cage.
Absolutely. So, yeah, 100%.
I mean, but yeah, live pitching is different. So, but yeah, I'm not worried about him really. I mean,
no, I'm not. No, if he's ready for opening day,
just as long as the surgery goes well and gets it all done, it's routine and everything, then I'm, just got to get him healthy, get him where he can move around really well, and then he'll get back to hitting bombs for us.
Yeah, and he'll be fine. It's Corey Seager.
Yeah.
So hopefully everybody's had enough rest. We know that, there's a couple of our pitchers or 3 of our starting pitchers, won't be available till about mid-season, so we're not going to see them in spring training or anything. But then usually the pitchers and catchers get there, and then usually the week after that is whenever everybody gets there.
All the other position players.
Yeah. So we're right around the corner from some spring training, and not too much news out there. The biggest news for us with the Rangers as far as that goes is we now know that we're back to Bally Sports for at least this year.
Yes.
So we now know where we can watch our returning the reigning world champs, which is insane to me to think about how they didn't have that deal nailed immediately.
Yeah. Well, the whole bankruptcy thing with the Diamond Sports Group that owns Bally's, that was the big part of it.
Right.
Like they didn't know if they had the money to pay to finish out their contract, which ends at the end of this season. So teams at the end of this year, if they don't reach another deal with Bally Sports, they can go to other whatever. Other TV partners, other avenues for the 2025 season. But as it is now, 2024 season, the Rangers will be on Bally Sports. So
there is another so they've reached an agreement, both sides, but there is another hearing on February 9th from a judge just to make sure it all goes through, and that should be the completely end of it. Yeah. But now that they've reached agreements with the clubs, though, it should be good. The full details weren't released or anything like that, but we from what we do know is they're going to receive basically 85% of what they were supposed to get. Mm-hmm. So the Rangers were in 2023 got $111 million. So in 2024, that's like 85% of that, I think, is like $94 million or something like that.
Yeah.
So they're still getting a pretty penny. Don't check my math on that. I'm horrible at math. But it's somewhere around there. So they're not going to get their full deal. But anyways, they've reached an agreement. So hopefully the judge just pushes it through, and we'll be good to go after that.
I did see that the Twins were a part of this, but they are terminating the contract. Bally Sports is.
Yeah.
And so now the Twins fans are like, right now, they're like, well, where are we going to watch our fucking teams at? But
they made the playoffs last year.
Yeah, I imagine they're going to find somebody, but
sure. Or MLB will take the rights and do something, but you're losing out on that cash probably.
Yeah.
The only other thing I would say is that we do know that Adrian Beltre is going to the Hall of Fame, and it was announced that he is going in as a Texas Ranger. On his plaque, there will be a Rangers hat for Adrian Beltre.
Yes.
Couldn't imagine that he would have any other fucking hat on.
Yeah.
I know he was with the Dodgers in Seattle for a little bit, but he became a Hall of Famer when he was with the Rangers.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it made sense for him to wear the Rangers. Same with Nolan Ryan, even though Nolan Ryan was a Hall of Famer before the Rangers. But
right,
wear a Rangers hat, bro. That'll make 3, bro.
Yeah.
In the Hall of Fame, 3 players wearing Rangers hats. We got Nolan Ryan, we got Pudge Rodriguez, and now we got Adrian Beltre.
That's right.
In July, when the ceremony's in July at Cooperstown, he'll have a Rangers hat on his plaque. Thank God.
That's beautiful.
I didn't have any worry that he was going to choose like the Dodgers or something. Like, I came up with them, so I'm choosing them.
Yeah.
The only thing I was worried about was like maybe he'll be like, because there are people that have blank hats.
Yeah.
They just don't have anything on it. So I was worried about. I was like, man, hopefully he doesn't do that.
Yeah.
So we've got a Rangers hat on him. Cheers, Adrian Beltre. Probably in the conversation of top third baseman of all time. It's up there.
It's up there, yeah, for sure.
100% up there.
Yeah. Definitely would be.
So, and just want to say, bro, as we sit here 11 days to report to spring training for pitchers and catchers, Jordan Montgomery is not signed anywhere. Blake Snell is not signed anywhere. Bellinger, I think, hasn't signed with anybody.
I don't think so.
There's still some badass free agents out there. Then we're right around the corner from spring training, and those guys have no idea where they're going to play.
That's that just. I guess that tells me they are just waiting for a massive contract. They got to be.
I think we've got an issue here, guys.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure Boris represents all of them.
Probably.
And he wants a fuck ton of money for all of them.
He's not going to sign them to some fucking bullshit. He's looking for the biggest possible deal he can get.
The rumor was that the Rangers were waiting on this Bally Sports shit to be done.
Yeah.
To figure out how much money they were going to get from that, because Ray Davis was being like,
Yeah.
Now, we don't know if that's true, but that's what's been said.
Right.
It's been back and forth with Jordan Montgomery. We basically said, like, if he hasn't signed by now, or they haven't signed him by now, he's going somewhere else, is what we were saying. And then we get a report, like, everybody around the league, all the reporters and everything, it's widely expected that he's re-signing with the Rangers.
Yeah.
And then I hear from this past week from another beat writer for the Rangers, like, I don't think he's coming back. I don't think it's going to happen here. I don't think they want to pay $25 to $30 million a year for a pitcher. And I'm like, what the fuck are we supposed to think, bro?
Right, yeah.
And so now that we have clarity on the Bally Sports deal, that now they have this at least the pile of cash coming in, can we please go out there and sign this fucking guy?
Yeah, no shit.
I mean, we need the guy. You don't win the fucking World Series this past year without Jordan Montgomery and his dominance in the playoffs, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he was fucking dominant, especially in the ALCS. So can we please fucking do it? Please? I'm just saying.
Yeah, we all want him back here, man.
Yes. There's that should have been your number one priority. How do we get this done, and how do we get it done like to where we're comfortable? And I mean, you got to think that their payroll is huge already. Mm-hmm. I know that. They're going to pay another tax, by the way, this year.
Yeah.
They did last year, and they're paying it again this year.
I mean, you got to do this. This is why you won the World Series last year.
Yeah.
You made these moves, and you got to pay certain guys a certain amount of money. And, I mean, this is what it takes. Like, it's part that you had some really good pieces, like Evan Carter that came up. You got Josh Young, who's holding down third base really well.
Very well.
Low. Those young guys, that's part of it. But also, you got to spend money on free agency to get key pieces, like you did with your pitching staff. It's Eovaldi, DeGrom, which didn't work out, only 6 starts, but I mean, he was part of it. Stuff like that, and then trading for Scherzer and Stratton and all those guys, and Montgomery. So
yeah,
you got to do that, dude. And right now, I don't like where our fucking pitching staff is right now.
And I haven't. Yeah, well, no, because we have 3 guys that are hurt.
Yeah,
and they don't come back till the middle of the year.
Right,
so your start in the, April, May, June, before you get those guys back in maybe July. I mean, we don't know.
Yeah,
I
just feel like they haven't done enough to at least give it a I mean, it's hard as fuck to repeat. Don't get me wrong. I don't expect.
Very hard. Dude, I don't think there's been a repeat since the Yankees?
It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I feel like they haven't even made that effort. Like we don't have a DH right now.
Yeah, well, they're going to split time, I think, at DH with a few players, and then Wyatt Langford.
Well,
maybe
that might be what they're looking at too. Is Langford may make this team? Who knows?
I think that's what they're doing.
And then Garcia maybe DHing most of the time.
And please let Heim DH, man. God damn, he's the guy. I love the guy, but he don't need to catch like 150 games.
Get him off his fucking knees sometimes, bro. Jesus,
I want this guy here for a while.
Yeah, he's gonna turn into Joe Mauer, because Joe Mauer caught every fucking game, and then they had to move him to first because his knees were shot.
Exactly. And that's because it's true, because Mauer was kind of a tall guy, and then Heim's kind of tall as well.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Get him some time at DH.
Yeah.
And you got the players that you can rotate in and out. And they traded for that catcher. What's his name? Oh, man, fuck.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Andrew Nizer.
Yeah.
So they've got a backup option there. So that's good, even though I wish they would have just brought back Mitch Garver.
Yeah.
But
he's in Seattle now, so you got to face that guy a lot next year.
Yep. Which is not good, because he's a great hitter.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see. We'll see about that. But I definitely feel like now that we have some clarity and we know we're getting a chunk of cash, like what's going on here? Why are we not pulling the trigger here and getting this deal done? And maybe they are right now as we speak. We don't know. Yeah. Could be working the phones. I have to imagine. This is just me thinking it out loud. Like I have to imagine trying to get a contract done with Scott Boras is a fucking nightmare. It has to be. It has to be a fucking nightmare. I heard that they were like the starting fucking point for Blake Snell was 9 years, $270 million.
That's fucking crazy.
There's no goddamn way.
No.
First of all, I'm not going 9 years. Nope.
Yeah, Snell's 30, isn't he? I don't know.
I'm not doing 9 years for a pitcher, bro.
Yeah, no.
Sorry.
He's trying to do this whole Shohei Ohtani thing, and these guys aren't Ohtani, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
no, exactly. I mean, see that 10 years for Ohtani is like, okay, well, he does both, so
right.
You could see that, but I'm not doing 9 years for a pitcher. Sorry. And Blake Snell, as great as he is, he's won a Cy Young. Yeah, 2 Cy Youngs, but I'm sorry, I'm just not giving him that much money. And if that's where we're at with fucking Montgomery, bro, with him being like 7 years, $200 million or something like that, then I could see why these guys haven't signed anywhere, bro. Because everyone's like, dude, your asking price for your fucking players are outrageous.
Yeah.
And there's no way.
Yeah.
And that's bad for baseball, so we'll see. But I don't know, dude. Like I said, I can't believe it's 11 days until they report, and there's still 2 top pitching free agents out there.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I've never seen it like this.
Yeah, I haven't either. Like, these guys are not going in the season without a team. I can tell you that. I mean, it would be crazy to think if they were, but I mean, maybe they're just asking way too much money.
That's what I think it is. Boras. I guarantee you, working with Boras is a fucking nightmare.
Yeah. I mean, if Boras comes to me with even Snell, like you said, who has 2 Cy Youngs, he's like 9 years, 270. I'm like, get fucked, bro. Yeah, like, you're gonna have to bend a little bit, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you don't have a team right now.
Yeah.
You don't want this guy to get paid at all. Eventually, it's going to come down to Blake Snell, and he's going to say, Jesus, guy, give me a fucking deal or something. You know what I mean? Like,
well, that's what I'm saying. Like, how much is it? Like a trusted agent or whatever. But if I'm a player, I'm like, this is where I want to be, bro. So just make the fucking shit happen. Stop being an asshole.
The agent is mainly just to be the talking point between the player and the thing, because the player doesn't know.
Well, like I said, we signed Travis Jankowski back, by the way. I just want to say I called that.
Yeah, nobody hates that at all. I mean,
$1.7 million, which is perfect for him.
Oh God, to be a utility guy who's actually every time he got on the field he produced.
And did you hear what he said about that?
No, I didn't.
He was like, there were other teams.
Yeah,
he's like, there were other teams that were interested, and I could have signed with them. He's like, but I wanted to be here.
Yeah,
and
that's the kind of guy you want.
I told my agent, #1 destination.
Yeah,
I'm interested, 100%. Want to be back.
Yeah,
that's what you need, bro.
Yeah.
Happy to have him back, by the way. Utility outfielder who really, really is underrated because he had a hell of a year and really stepped up when we needed him to in the playoffs.
When Garcia went down, dude.
Yeah. So that's what you want. And then speaking of Garcia, his arbitration court hearing is soon. It's like
yeah, they usually do those in February. Yeah.
Yeah, there's already been some players that already had him. And I haven't heard he's had his yet. So we should get news soon. Unfortunately, this could be the Rangers' first court hearing since like 2000.
Yeah.
Because they were. That's the other thing I want to say real quick, dude. $1.9 million, bro. Just give fucking Garcia $2 million.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Because even though they were off, they submitted their thing and Rangers submitted theirs, and they were off like $2 million.
They could have negotiated.
They can still negotiate up until his hearing starts.
Yeah.
So give him the $2 million, bro.
Yeah,
he's worth it.
Dude, your ALCS MVP?
You don't have a salary cap, and he only wanted $2 million more. What was it? 6 something million that he wanted?
6.9.
That's a steal for this guy.
Yeah, he hit like 38 home runs.
We don't win the World Series without this guy.
God no, he took out the Astros himself.
Yeah, I mean, give him the $2 million. Fuck, what's wrong with you, Ray Day? What the fuck are you work? And if there's no fucking way it's because of the TV money. You got that money laying around, bro.
Oh God, it's $2 million. You get that from fucking merchandise.
You get that on your next paycheck, asshole.
Yeah, it's just like
fuck.
Yeah, see, that's one thing I didn't like about the everybody reached a deal in arbitration except for Garcia.
Yeah.
They were by the way, the Rangers and Garcia, the farthest apart in all of Major League Baseball.
That's weird. That's not that really much money, dude.
It's $1.9 million.
In today's game, that's like $20. Yeah. Just give it to him. God damn.
I know, man. You're gonna have so much revenue. I was just like, I don't understand.
Yeah. So now it's gonna, if it goes to the hearing, then a third party is gonna determine what it could be more than that. A third-party arbiter could be like, "Oh, he's worth way more than $6 million."
Yeah,
and
could.
the Rangers could get fucked. So just give him the $2 million.
Yeah.
Dude.
Also pointing out that this past week or week and a half was the Rangers players awards dinner, and Garcia was interviewed, and he was like, "I'm pretty disappointed by it that we didn't get to a deal," but he's like, "It is what it is." So that's not good.
Yeah, no, you don't want to piss off one of your best players already going into the season.
Well, he's sitting there thinking like, "Hey, we submitted 6.9 because that's what me and my agent and my team we felt like I'm worth because of what I just did for you."
Yeah.
And then you come back and lowball me like that but it's not even that low.
6 whatever he asked for is a deal for what the kind of player he is.
Exactly.
Right now. I mean, holy fuck, for what he did for you all last year.
And in the playoffs especially.
That's a $15 million player, if not more.
Mm-hmm.
So what the fuck are you doing, guys?
Yeah, I was wondering about that. I was like, I don't understand. Like, I thought for sure whenever they submitted and they were like, it's 1.9 off, and I was like, that's the largest of all MLB. I was like, well, that's not that much though. They'll probably come to a deal.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And we're still sitting here.
Yeah, I'm still flabbergasted by that, dude. I'm like, just give him the $2 million, Ray or Chris Young, whoever's.
Yeah, I don't know who's dropping the ball over there, bro, with the budget committee or whoever, but $2 million is nothing, dude.
Yeah.
It should be like, oh God, we're sorry. Here's $7.
If that's all it is to make this kid happy, bro, give it to him, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Now they also could be trying to work out a long-term deal.
That's true.
A longer term, not long-term, because Garcia is one of the older ones.
Yeah, he's in early 30s, 31 or 2, whatever.
30, 31. So they could be trying to do like, hey man, let's just give you a 4 or 5 year deal. Something like that.
Yeah, and that's going to be more money, obviously.
Yeah,
So.
and that's fine if that's what they're doing. But Jesus, what's going on? Because we're running up against the court date here. I bet.
Yeah.
I haven't even found the court date, but I know it's soon. Like it's soon.
It's usually in the first couple weeks of February.
Yeah,
middle of February.
So, anyways, so some more news is obviously going to drop here, and then especially the next episode we do, we'll have way more because at that point we'll literally be like 2 days away from fucking pitchers and catchers reporting. So we should get some news soon. I would think in the next week. If Jordan Montgomery and Blake Snell aren't signed in the next week, it's gonna be weird, bro.
It's gonna be very
because
weird.
you're gonna be late to spring training.
Yeah,
this just seems weird to me.
Yeah, that's not good, bro.
Yeah. So speaking of other free agents though out there that no one signed, I just want to point out that no one has still even signed Trevor Bauer. And Trevor Bauer was on a podcast this past week, and I watched it. It was awesome. He got to basically, he's done a few media things and spoke a little bit, but not like this.
Yeah.
Where when you're on a podcast, bro, and you're in front of a mic, and you can just kind of talk and blah blah blah. It was Patrick Bet-David's podcast, which he's like, it was kind of weird. I was like, what? I was like, how'd that happen?
Yeah.
But it's a big podcast, and so he was on there, and like I said, I watched the whole thing, and they talked a lot about the game of baseball and like Major League Baseball and the entertainment value and all that. But then, of course, they got into his why he's not signed anywhere, and you literally got to hear Trevor Bauer talk and say, I mean, he's 33 years old now, so a lot of this stuff happened, early 30s or late 20s. And he was talking about how there's some stuff I look back on when I first came up with the Diamondbacks and the Indians and everything that when I was younger, that of course I regret that I was a young kid though.
Yeah.
And he was like, I was a first round pick and just a young kid. And he's like, I think that's everybody though. Yeah, everybody just grows up and learns from their experiences, and so just basically hearing him talk about I've grown up, I've gone through a lot. Obviously, talks a little bit about the last year. Last couple of years going through the legal stuff, and how once again I don't know how this guy's painted as a fucking sexual assault guy when we know that he was innocent and the lady was crazy.
Yeah, all the proof is out there.
It is.
We talked in depth in the previous episode where that girl everything came out. He was able to finally. Because a gag order, I think, was in no place. And,
there were lawsuits filed, so your lawyers don't let you say shit.
Once everything was dropped, he was able to share whatever the fuck he wanted, and he did. And it was very evident that she was only trying to get money out of this guy.
Exactly. And all that was out there. I mean, when the lady went to the judge to get a restraining order or whatever, they threw it out because they're like, you're trying to mislead the court.
Yeah.
There's not enough evidence. They threw it out. And so that's when Bauer filed a fucking lawsuit.
Mm-hmm.
And then she countersued. No, anyways, it's a mess, right? But at the same time, this guy was like, I got to pay. He said, I had to pay out the ass for lawyers and teams to clear my fucking name.
Yeah.
And so he did all that, and he's still not signed by anybody. And he did the math or whatever, how much money this cost him. And it's like over $300 million because of what he would have signed.
Yeah.
As a Cy Young winner.
Right.
You know what I mean? So over $300 million this guy's basically missed out on. Now, obviously they asked him, like, do you want to pitch in the major? He's like, dude, I just want another opportunity to pitch for somebody. He goes, I will literally for any team. They go, do you have a specific team? He's like, no, I want to pitch in the majors for anybody. I don't care who it is.
Yeah.
He goes, I think it makes sense for a contender or somebody that's really good to get me because I think I'm very good. And Rangers. He is, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes, the Rangers.
Offer this guy 1 year, $1 million.
This guy said on the podcast, Trevor Bauer said, I will pitch for league minimum.
Yeah.
With incentives. So it's fair for your side and my side.
Yeah.
So if I pitch really well, I make more money. Mm-hmm. If I don't, then you don't have to. He's like, obviously you have to pay me league minimum.
Yeah.
But he goes, I'll pitch for that. I'm like, how the fuck do you not see this?
How are you not on the phone with his agent right now?
Exactly.
With the offer.
Exactly.
I would do it.
Even if it's 1 year, who cares?
Yeah, yeah. Let him prove himself, and then if you like him, then if he pitches well, then you can get him a long-term deal or whatever.
A lot of people out there also, by the way, there's a lot of misinformation out there on Trevor Bauer. A lot of people out there saying, like, nobody likes him in the clubhouse because he's a wild card or whatever. And they talked about that, and Trevor Bauer goes, that's totally false. Yeah. He's like, the clubhouse is great. Mm-hmm. He's like, I have no problem with anybody in any clubhouse ever.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
and nobody knows the club. By the way, no one knows the clubhouse except for the fucking players and managers.
Exactly, yeah.
So this guy, like I said, 33 years old, still has a few years left. He did great in Japan, which Japan, that league over there is basically on the level of AAA, maybe a little above AAA.
Yeah.
Because you have a lot of players coming from over there to here to play.
Right.
And they dominate sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Otani. Mm-hmm. We'll see what Yamamoto does.
Yeah.
And then there's been others in the past, of course. So for him to go over there and do really well, obviously this guy can pitch still. And it's crazy to me that Chris Young has not been on the... I don't give a fuck if you think there's a PR nightmare coming with this. If you think there's a PR nightmare, be like, hey, I'll address this one time and one time only.
Mm-hmm.
We looked at the evidence. We looked at Trevor Bauer as a person. We interviewed him. We talked to him. We talked to his agent. And then we looked at the fact that was thrown out. Obviously, all the evidence was there that his name is completely cleared. We like Trevor as a person, and we're going to give him this opportunity. That's the only thing I'm ever going to say about it. If you ask another question, I'm pulling your media pass. Yeah. End of story. That's it.
And there shouldn't be any sort of question about this. Adolis Chapman had the same shit came up on him. Charges were dropped. He was still pitching in baseball.
We traded for him.
We got him on his team. Nobody said a fucking word about it.
Oh, well, no, that's not true.
Well, there's idiots out there that...
Yeah, I don't like him because of what he did. And it's just like, dude, you're a fucking loser, bro.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Whatever.
You liked him whenever he pitched and got us out of the inning, though, didn't you?
Yeah, no shit. But anyway, that's beside the point, man. I mean, he's, like you said, he has no felony record on him.
There's nothing. There was no charges.
No charges. It's all gone. It's gone.
I don't understand it, bro.
If you think a guy like Chris Young and Bruce Bochy can't keep this guy in check, then you're fucking crazy.
Bochy, he would be fine. Bochy would be like, I got this.
Yeah. Bochy's, I mean, he's all time, dude. He's all Hall of Fame manager.
Dude, fucking Trevor Bauer pitched and played with Corey Seager.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just talk to Corey Seager. Maybe Seager's like, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. That could be that could be it.
I mean, not everybody likes everybody, but I mean, the talent that this guy has and him saying that he'll do it for league minimum, it's a no-brainer to me, dude.
Yeah.
I would have
I'm not paying these guys to get along. Like, obviously, I want to have a good clubhouse, but like I said, bro, watch the fucking thing, and you can see how different Trevor Bauer is.
I mean, you've heard of that kind of shit, clubhouse shit from Barry Bonds was a piece of shit, apparently. Like, he didn't like anybody either. Dude. Yeah. So it's like, and that's the greatest hitter of all time. Like, whatever, dude.
No, that'd be Pete Rose.
Yeah, Pete Rose.
But Barry Bonds is up there.
He was, I mean, home run hitter, apparently.
He was.
Yeah. I mean,
whatever you want to say, Barry Bonds is not in the Hall of Fame.
No.
It's a joke, by the way. It's a joke.
I mean, yeah. And Pete Rose isn't either.
That's also a joke. Nobody's ever touching 4,000 hits, bro.
Ever.
And that guy has 4,100 something.
Yeah. It's insane.
As a fucking player, he didn't do that shit until he was a manager, bro. We're not putting the player in the Hall of Fame. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this world?
It's crazy.
So, anyways,
go.
by the way, there was some talk about Bauer having issues with Rob Manfred too, and them button heads.
Oh yeah,
squashed it. He's like, I've already met with Rob Manfred. He goes, I've met with him, and we were amicable. And he goes, I did apologize for my past.
Yeah.
He goes, I'm sorry about that.
And maybe people aren't looking at this either. Maybe this whole event made Bauer be like, man, I need to maybe slow down and do, not. Even though he didn't get, but he was innocent still. But maybe he's like, maybe I don't need to live as fast as I used to or whatever.
And they talked about basically too, I guess to wrap this up, like. Patrick David was like, dude, you ever get him to sign an NDA? I'm like, oh my God, he brought up the love contract.
Yeah.
And Bauer was like, no. And Patrick, he was like, you need to, bro. He's like, I would.
Yeah.
He's like, you need to have them sign. And he's like, I would do both sides. You're lawyers. And I was like, Jesus Christ, this guy just wants some pussy for once, dude. I'm not going to break out a lawyer.
Yeah, you're at a bar, bro, and you're like, oh, hold up. Let me get this guy over here.
Yeah.
So
your lawyer rolls up with contracts. I'll be like, thanks, bro.
It's 3 a.m. and you're hammered.
Yeah, you're like, God damn, I'm not going to get hard anymore.
Yeah, like, oh, I'm still horny now after you signed the fucking 6-page document.
Yeah, and Bauer goes, I've seen it. He goes, the problem with that is when you are known to have those NDAs, then people are like, oh, well, if you're not doing anything wrong, then why are you fucking having them sign that?
Yeah,
and I'm like, that's
for
them. That's not their business.
Yeah, no, you're protecting your assets, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you sleep with chicks like this. That chick's a piece of shit. Mm-hmm. And he almost lost a ton of money. Well, he already has lost money.
He ruined his fucking career.
He's trying to, getting his fucking name out of the dirt, too. It cost him so much money. So even though he was innocent, it still fucked him over.
100%.
So anyway. But anyway,
I'm a big fan of Trevor Bauer.
100%.
I wish he was pitching for us.
He could be on this opening day roster right now, and I would not be mad about it.
Absolutely not. I'd be pumped. I'd be like, this is fucking great, dude. I know this guy can pitch.
Yeah.
League minimum? Really? Hello?
I don't know why I can't believe he's not on a team right now.
Yeah.
Especially after them, because general managers watch parts of that fucking thing.
Of course.
Of course they would.
Of course.
And it's still shocking me he's not on the team. But
exactly. At least somebody.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of contracts, as we wrap up MLB, we're going into MLB 2024. Like I said, 11 days from spring training. I got a list here, Leaf. Ranking Major League Baseball's worst contracts heading into 2024 season.
All right.
And there's some doozies on here, of course. And there may, this list is a little premature because maybe Blake Snell, Jordan Montgomery, Bellinger end up on this list too. You don't know yet. But we've got some honorable mentions here. To start off this list, so they didn't make the top 10 or whatever, but this is some honorable mention. Robbie Ray for San Francisco Giants, making $24 million this year. 2 years, $50 million after 2024, but with a player option after this season. Seattle took on the not great contracts of Mitch Haniger and Anthony Disclafanani. I can't say his name, sorry. To send this more painful one over to the Giants. It looked like a solid deal when Ray was fresh off winning the 2021 Cy Young, but he was just okay in 2022, lasting 3 innings in 2023 and missed a good chunk of 2024 while he recovers from Tommy John. So, lots of money on that. Sounds like somebody familiar with us.
Yep.
The next honorable mention, Andrew Benintendi for the White Sox, $16.5 million in 2024.
Good God.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's one of the ones there. Trevor Story for the Boston Red Sox. This is a big one. Yeah, $22.5 million in 2024. $72.5 million for 3 years after this year. Story can opt out after 2025 though, with Boston able to keep him around by agreeing to add on another $25 million season in 2028. Although the way he's performed in the first 2 years of this $140 million deal, remember when they signed that, I wanted him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
thank God.
God, he went to Boston Don scene, bro.
Yes, yeah.
Boston Don
loves Trevor Story because last year Trevor Story hit 203, missing the first 4 months following that elbow surgery in the offseason. Mm-hmm. And we'll see what he does this next year, but that's an honorable mention. Now, okay, on this list here, Carlos Correa for the Minnesota Twins. His salary next year, or this year, I guess I should say, in 2024, $36 million.
Good God.
2023, he hit 230 and had 18 home runs and 65 RBI. Not exactly what you want from Carlos Correa, but I will say this. Minnesota signed this guy, and they have a pitcher's park.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what it is. And they made the playoffs, but Correa was not impressive at all, by the way.
No, that's crazy, man.
Number 8 on this list, we got Mike Trout for the Angels. I can assure you I know why. This year he's going to make $35.45 million. The Angels pay out the ass all the time to players because Art Moreno's a dumb fuck.
Yeah.
But even after 2025 and beyond, they still owe this guy 6 years, $212.7 million.
Lord.
So 2023, Mike Trout hit 263, 18 home runs, and 44. He was hurt a lot. This is the knock on Mike Trout now. He gets hurt every year.
Yep.
He can't stay healthy. And so he doesn't play a lot of games. And when you don't play a lot of games, you're not living up to your fucking contract, dude.
Yep.
And so that's what you're going to get. You're going to get fucking knocked on. And then number 7, bro, unfortunately for us, Jacob deGrom for the Texas Rangers on this list. We'll be making $40 million this year. And that would be fine if he was pitching. Obviously, we know he only made 6 starts last year, but he was very impressive in those starts. He looked like Jacob deGrom. And they won all 6 of those starts, but unfortunately had Tommy John, so he will be out half of the year, maybe returning late July, early August. We hope. We don't know. You never know. Beyond that, though, in 2025 and beyond, we still got 3 more years of that, and that is $115 million left on that one. So, again, total left on Jacob deGrom's is $155 million, plus a $20 million club option for 2028. I think at that point, you probably would turn that down. I want Jacob deGrom to pitch 33 games a year for the rest of this contract, or, well, at least till after this year, so beyond 2025 and beyond, but a betting man would put that as it's not going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, we just got to see what he comes back with after this last Tommy John, and that won't be until, August, maybe July, August, something like that.
Yeah.
So we'll see, man, if he's ready by that point. Another
guy that we wanted last year, but we signed deGrom instead of this guy, Carlos Rodon for the New York Yankees.
Oh, yeah, that's bad.
Yes, very bad. He's owed $27 million this year. Same thing in 2023. He only made a few starts, 64 innings, but his starts were atrocious. At least Jacob deGrom looks great. Carlos Rodon's ERA in those starts was 6.85, and he was hurt a lot all year, and he had a negative BWAR. I mean, it was bad. Yeah. Every time he pitched, it was awful, and I'm like, holy shit, dude, I can't believe this. Thank God we didn't sign this guy. Like I said, at least deGrom made starts and we won, and he looked great.
Yeah.
But that's bad for the Yankees. Number 5, Javier Baez for Detroit. He's going to make $25 million this year. He hit .222 last year with just 9 home runs and 59 RBIs. And, the entire fan base basically in Detroit's hoping that that Javier will opt out of his contract at some point.
Yeah.
So, not a good contract there as well. A lot of guys making a fuck ton of money, bro, not living up to shit.
Yeah.
Number 4, it gets worse. Number 4, Giancarlo Stanton for the New York Yankees. Again, they're paying out the ass for these guys. Stanton makes $32 million this year. Last year, he hit 191 with 24 homers and 60 RBIs. Horrific. If you're thinking Stanton, Jesus Christ, whenever he was a free agent, everybody was like, or traded to the Yankees or whatever. He was on the trading block by Miami or something like that. Yeah. Can't remember 100%, but everybody wanted him. This guy hits 40 bombs a year. Like he's a fucking power hitter.
Yeah.
Now he's with the Yankees, and he's only hitting 24 home runs. He only hit 191.
Good Lord.
And he's been hurt a lot as well. That's the other thing.
Yeah, right.
He's been hurt. He's missed a ton of games. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah. Number 3, Chris Bryant for Colorado, the Colorado Rockies. He's making $28 million this year.
He's falling off big time, dude.
Massively. He hit .233 last year with 10 home runs and 31 RBIs. Again, $28 million. And we're just talking like, I mean, a lot of these guys get hurt a lot.
Yeah.
And it's just the way the contracts are set up is how the value of the contracts is so bad because they're not playing these games or whatever, but when they're playing, they suck. 2025 and beyond, he still gets 4 years, $108 million. That's what's crazy about baseball. All these contracts are guaranteed. These motherfuckers get these every dime.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. If they suck, they're like, okay.
Yeah, and then most of the time, if something like this happens, especially because of injury, they do that whole deferred thing, and they get the next however much money over 20 years instead of, over the next 3 or 4, and then
Mm-hmm.
So they're on the payroll for a very long time. Like the whole Bobby Bonilla thing. It's crazy that guy's still on a contract.
Yep.
And he hasn't played since like 2003 or some shit like
exactly. Number 2 on this list, we're almost done with this list. Anthony Rendon, of course.
Oh, God, yeah.
He's going to, you know how much fucking money this guy gets this year, dude? $38 million.
And he wants to play less games.
Yeah, and he just bitched about how the season's too long.
Yeah. Well, that's because he's getting hurt all the fucking time, but that's not baseball's fault, bro.
Since signing a 7-year, $245 million deal with the Angels.
This is another guy that you and I both wanted.
Yeah, because at the time we needed a second baseman.
Yeah, this is before Simeon.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was crazy. And thank God we didn't sign this guy.
Now, when he was with the Washington Nationals before this contract, he was great.
Yeah, yeah.
He earned the nickname Tony Two Bags.
Yeah.
You know, because he always got doubles.
Yeah.
Fast forward to today, he's known now as Tony 2 months. Since that's all the months he's going to play in any given season.
Yeah.
Averaging 50 games played over the past 4 years. And this guy is he's going to make $38 million this year. After that, he still gets 2 more years for $76 million total.
Jesus Christ, that's insane.
Yes. Horrible. Now, number 1 on this list, Steven Strasburg, Washington Nationals.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's allowed. I think he didn't pitch last year, and I think he's already called it.
Yeah, I think he's retired now.
But that doesn't mean you're off the hook.
No, you still got to pay him.
This guy gets $23.6 million this year, plus, hang on, 2025 and beyond, 2 years, $47.2 million, plus, hang on, plus $80 million in deferred money paid from 2027 to 2029. It's a fuck ton of money this guy gets, and I think he's called it.
He's retired, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he announced that at the end of last year.
Yeah. So that is why I'm not signing these pitchers to a long deal like this, dude.
Yeah.
Like I don't like the DeGrom being on this list, of course, but at least it was only 5 years.
Right.
So we'll see. We hope to get at least 3 good years out of that contract and maybe a win, but is it looking good? No, it's not. We'll see. But that's the list moving into 2024 of the absolute atrocities of contracts that these agents just destroy teams, basically.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you think about Anthony Rendon, 7 years, $245 million. That's horrific.
Yeah.
You're on the fucking books for that long because, like, you can't fucking go out and do anything. You have 2 contracts on this list if you're the Angels and the Yankees. Mike Trout, Anthony Rendon are on this list. You can't fucking do shit because those guys make so much fucking money.
Yeah, it's bad. And I know they fired their GM last year because of the horrific shit that they did where they traded for those guys to go for it.
God,
didn't even come close. Then they DFA'd a couple of them.
Yeah, right.
You're like, Jesus. And so now the new GM coming into this situation, you're like, Jesus, this is a fucking night. Why would you take that job, by the way? I'd look at their books and be like, nah, I'm out of here, bro.
Yeah, nightmare.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah. So there you go. Moving into 2024's baseball season, there's the worst contracts of MLB. And again, like I said, Jordan Montgomery, Blake Snell, or Cody Bellinger could be on that list too. We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't have a contract yet. It's crazy.
They could join the list next year after we see how they perform this year, I guess.
Right.
Or I can tell you up front, if somebody signs Blake Snell to 9 or 10 years, I'm like, that's the worst contract ever.
It's bad.
Yeah. I don't care if that guy's going to sign. I'm saying I'm not signing a guy for that long as a pitcher. I'm just not doing it.
Yeah. Not if they're in their 30s, bro.
No.
Not even close.
Okay. We're going to do a Thursday episode next week. We're going to do a Super Bowl preview episode next week. So we'll talk about Super Bowl 58 on Thursday, and that audio will be out Friday. This audio will drop Tuesday, but there's not a lot to talk about. Obviously, Sunday we did our streams, and we know the San Francisco 49ers are playing the Chiefs in the Super Bowl 58, a rematch of 2020, sadly. A little different, obviously. Jimmy Garoppolo's not leading the 49ers, so they have a chance this time.
Exactly.
Please, for the love of God, like I said, we'll preview the game and everything. We'll talk about the game on Thursday in our Super Bowl episode. Super Bowl episode is what we're going to call it.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun. Now, the only other thing I can say that I've seen around the NFL, of course, Leafs team got a new coach officially. The last team on the fucking board.
Yeah.
That finally hired a coach.
Well, the reason why that happened, I think they're waiting for Ben Johnson. I think that was the guy. I think they were going to offer him the job. He interviewed with him a couple times. I think the whole NFL, was like, they were just waiting for the Lions to lose so they can hire the guy.
That was reported.
They were on a plane to Detroit to meet Ben Johnson, probably to give him, I don't know for sure, but probably to give him the job.
Sure.
I don't know why you would fly to Detroit after they lost the NFC Championship.
Right.
Just to go say, hey, man, what's up?
Sorry about your loss.
But Ben Johnson, while they were on that flight over there, he's pulled out. He told every team that he's staying with Detroit. And so I think this Dan Quinn hire was just kind of the best guy that was left. Except maybe Belichick. But I think Belichick, they did interview Belichick.
Vrabel?
And Vrabel, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if they interviewed Vrabel. I haven't seen it, but I think they did interview Belichick. But I think Belichick wants full last control. I think he wants to be the GM, coach, and everything. Like
that's what it sounds like.
So,
yeah.
And we just hired Adam Peters as our.
That's what it sounded like because Atlanta hired Raheem Morris instead of Belichick, and what was said was because Belichick wants all the control.
Yeah, he wants control over everything.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess they went with Dan Quinn. I don't think it's a terrible hire. But it's just, I don't think it's the guy they want. I think they wanted Ben Johnson.
Right.
Is what it was. And that was kind of the whole echoed through.
I didn't get your thoughts yet on this.
I mean, he's a hell of a defensive coach. I can tell you that. So hopefully our defense improves.
The one thing I will say about this is, and what you should say too, is Dan Quinn took a team to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Yeah. And he
also blew the Super Bowl.
That's the other thing he did. Yeah. Yeah. That's bad. But he does have head coaching experience, which I like, so he knows how to do it. He also brought over, what was his name? It's right here. I got it.
He brought over
Joe Witt Jr., who was also the Cowboys' defensive passing game coordinator and secondary coach. So we got two of your guys. So, and you guys had a top 5 defense. So I mean, I'll take those two guys from you. And so. We'll see what Dan Quinn does, dude. Hopefully, I mean, he's got the number 2 pick in the draft. They're supposed to take a quarterback. Who knows? I don't know if what he feels about Sam Howell. I'm sure he's got a lot of roster stuff to look at. Also, I heard that he's looking for a new offensive coordinator. So it looks like Eric Bieniemy's tenure with the Commanders is over.
And that's what you wanted.
Yeah, I wasn't sold on the guy. I didn't really like the way he ran the offense. That offense wasn't built to be ran like the Chiefs. Which would look like what he was still doing, calling plays for Patrick Mahomes and all those guys. Right. So, and Sam Howell, to put a guy first-year starter through that kind of shit with a shitty offensive line and you're throwing it 50 times a game and he's getting sacked like 5 times a game, I mean, that's kind of shitty. So, he didn't protect Sam Howell a lot. So, that's what I was kind of upset about. But anyway, I mean... And it's funny because he interviewed for head coaching job too, and they didn't give it to him. So there you go. I mean, and like we've said before, like this guy's been an offensive coordinator for 5-6 seasons, and he's interviewed for other jobs.
Oh yeah,
and he's never been hired. So there's something there.
Yeah,
so I'll take the more experienced Dan Quinn. He's he's coached in the Super Bowl, even though it was the biggest comeback of all time.
28-3.
yeah. He lost it. And
man, I was in Vegas for that Super Bowl too.
Yeah,
and I had money. I had a lot of money on the Patriots, and I was like, fuck.
Yeah, you told me whenever, because there was a lot of people excited, and of course at the end there were like a lot of pissed off people.
So I personally had money on the Patriots.
Yeah.
And I think Aubrey, who was with me, I think he had money on the Patriots too. We had a lot of money on the Patriots, basically.
Right.
I had like $500 on the Patriots.
So y'all were like, fuck.
No, at halftime I was like, I just lost $500. I know that's not a ton of money. Obviously, I know there's a lot of people that bet way more money.
Yeah.
But it was the Super Bowl, so I went pretty big.
Yeah.
And I had a ton of prop bets and everything, but my main bet was the Patriots winning and covering.
Yeah.
And at halftime, it damn sure did. I was like, well, I'm fucked. And then they came back and won the game and cover. I was like, best comeback ever. I was like, holy shit, dude. Kyle Shanahan was throwing the ball still when he should have just running the ball. I don't understand. Still to this day, bro. I'm like, how the fuck did you do that?
Yeah.
Thank you, though, because I won.
But, yeah, I mean... I'm excited for the future, obviously, because I got a new owner, I got a new GM, new coach now. You guys might hire Ron Rivera for your defensive coordinator.
Fuck, dude, they're interviewing.
And I'll tell you, you can have him. Yeah. I'm done with that guy,
dude. All that is like trading coaches.
Yeah,
and
basically.
It's like I don't know if one's better or the other. I don't have a clue.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see what Dan Quinn does. Like I said, I don't think this was it was not their first pick. They got down to they're the last team, like you said, and they had this many people to choose from. You know, not very many.
If you're going to hire like a defensive guy, I would have pushed for Vrabel.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I would have maybe preferred Vrabel over Quinn right now.
Jesus, I would have.
Yeah.
100%.
I don't think, Vrabel's a great coach, man. I think he just had that Tannehill as his quarterback forever.
Well, I mean, that's the thing I was going to tell you too, is like Dan Quinn coming in, it doesn't matter. Like, I don't think you have a quarterback.
Yeah.
I mean, Sam Howell, whatever, he was decent, but like he does make mistakes. He's a young guy.
He does.
I think you're gonna have to get a quarterback in the draft. I think that should be your
with the number
priority.
2 pick and the kind of draft class we have for quarterbacks, I think you have to.
Yeah, 100%.
And I think they're projected to take either Drake May or Jaden Daniels at number 2. Just depends on what Chicago does. I will tell you, if Chicago passes on Caleb Williams and the Commanders take him, I'm going to be fucking pissed.
Oh yeah, bro.
I'm flipping this table.
That guy's gonna fucking lose and cry.
Yeah, I don't want that kid on my team. I don't think he can handle the pressure of being an NFL quarterback.
Obviously not.
He barely handled it in college, which like what the fuck.
Obviously not, bro. So I'm with you there. I wouldn't, but I'll tell you what. If the Cowboys hire, if it's this is gold, by the way, guys. Not only. We're the only podcast out there that has to be like this, bro. The only one. It has to be. Our 2 teams that we root for in the NFC are they've gone the longest without being into the NFC Championship game.
Yeah.
The longest. Our 2 teams. And now his team hires our defensive coordinator for head coach. Now, we might hire his ex-head coach for defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
You can't script this any better.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude.
It's fucking a nightmare.
Yeah.
And that just, you know what that tells me? We're going to extend that drought a lot longer, bro.
yeah, I think so.
I mean, I'm sorry. I'm just saying. I think we are. Now, I don't know, but I'm just saying. I don't think that the Commanders are going to be like this totally turned around franchise with Dan Quinn. I'm just saying.
It'll take a couple seasons.
Is it better than Ron Rivera? I don't know, but Dan Quinn is a good coach. The one thing I will say is you're not going to get an interview from Dan Quinn being like, I didn't say anything.
No, like I said, that's what a lot of people in the NFL said. This is a great roster that the Commanders have. They just need leadership, and they did not have leadership under Ron Rivera.
I will say this: the Cowboys' defensive players, loved playing for Dan Quinn.
Yeah, and I saw Micah Parsons' tweet of what he said when Dan Quinn announced that he was going to be hired as the head coach, and he had nothing but good things to say, even though he was going to a rival. So that says a lot.
And by the way, Micah Parsons disappears in late in the season.
Yeah.
In the playoffs.
Yeah.
Sorry, he just does. I know it pisses a lot of people off. Like, how could you say that, Sam? He's a Cowboys player and you're a Cowboys fan. I can tell you how I can say that because he doesn't do shit when it matters.
But it didn't take him long. When he got hired, I mean, he immediately hired your defensive pass coordinator.
Right.
Which says a lot about that guy, I think. So
I want the Cowboys. By the way, the Cowboys are interviewing Mike Vrabel. I saw that. For defensive coordinator. Now, I saw
Mike Zimmer said he was interested in coming back.
Zimmer, I'm okay with that. I like Mike Zimmer.
Yeah.
Mike Zimmer is great. He's a great coach. I don't want Ron Rivera. I could tell you that. I'm good.
Dude, I would shit my pants if they hire that guy. I would go,
I'm good,
I'm
bro.
like, you guys are fucked.
Does that cover the Rooney Rule? Do you have to have Rooney Rule for defensive coordinators too?
I don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
Probably.
Well, then maybe that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
The dumbest fucking rule in football, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so you got your coach.
Got my coach. So we're ready.
Not happy about it? You just kind of whatever.
I'm a little indifferent. I think maybe, like I said, I think it was just kind of, it was their best option for them at the time. Yeah. I don't know if they.
And maybe fucking Dan Quinn knocked it out of the park with his interview and was like, I'm ready to lead the team, dude.
Maybe.
You never know.
And maybe he was like maybe their top 3 guy, but if like, you know, and they did it because if Ben Johnson wasn't available, then he was the next one up. Who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's true.
But
now
it's just he's got to get to work. There's a lot of work that needs to be done.
For sure. And the one thing that you have going for you, not only new coach, new ownership, and all that. That's what I want to say. New ownership.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have some dumb fuck up there going to the microphone at the Senior Bowl like I do.
Yeah.
Saying some dumb fucking shit that I got to talk about.
Yeah. Here we go, baby.
Not only, obviously, are we keeping Mike McCarthy as head coach. We know that. And that's the stupidest fucking call ever. Because this fucking guy doesn't do anything but lose in the playoffs. I don't give a fuck about 36 regular season wins or whatever he's had in the last 3. I don't care. Oh, God, people. The people that defend this shit makes me throw up, bro. Okay. So, obviously, the Senior Bowl happened, I believe, in the last couple of days. And whenever there's media around, you can count on Jerry Jones going to the goddamn mic, first and foremost. 100%. He's going to fucking sit up at the mic and get the cameras around him because that's what that fucking guy lives for, bro. He's like, I got to talk. I got to be in the spotlight. 100%. I got to be in the spotlight. And by the way, he went on the radio earlier this week as well. And on the radio, no one else does this. By the way, his media obligations were finished. He didn't have to. He went on the radio and said, well, we're getting close. We're around the rim. And we're not going in, so you got to give us credit for being around the rim a lot. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. And then he says, as long as I've got people talking about the Cowboys, I'm doing my job.
Yeah.
What? I don't. And it's what I said. This guy doesn't give a fuck about winning at all. He doesn't care. He cares about being in the media, in the spotlight, and making sure the value of the franchise goes up.
Yep.
That's exactly what he cares about. And he just literally said that on the radio out loud. And then, like I said, dude, at the Senior Bowl, again, the media's around. Jerry's the first one in front of it. Like, ask me questions. I can't wait to say some stupid shit.
Yeah, I mean, there's no other owner doing the shit that he does, man.
So that's stupid.
There's no GMs doing that.
This
shit.
is what Jerry said. This is what Jerry said on Tuesday this week. I would anticipate, with looking ahead at our key contracts that we'd like to address, we will be all in. I would anticipate we will be all in at the end of this year. We will push the hell out of it. It will be going all in on different people than you've done in the past. We will be going all in. This is another lie and stupid fucking bullshit statement by Jerry Jones. And why do you say that, Sam? Let me tell you fucking why. Let me tell you why. Dak Prescott is like $60 million against the cap. There's like 59.5 if you want to get technical. I say 60. You can't go all in if you have a quarterback that's $60 million against. The Cowboys have zero cap room, dude.
Yeah.
Now, I know they're going to adjust contracts and bring him down, work that, whatever. There's no way to go all in, dude. You can't. Okay, if you're going to go all in, the only way to go all in is to extend Dak Prescott and bring that number down. That's it. There's no way to do it other than that. You cannot. This is his last year of the deal. That's the only way you can bring that shit down, dude. You extend him and bring it down. That's a way to lose, by the way, because Dak Prescott doesn't win in the playoffs. Let me reiterate that, in the playoffs. Before somebody out there tears me up, this guy wins a lot. What are you talking about? No, he doesn't. In the regular season, sure. 2-5 in the playoffs. That's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
So the comments that Jerry Jones made, I just want to point this out again, guys. Don't believe this fucking shit, dude. Jerry Jones is a liar. He's a liar. He's just trying to get you to buy in again, make you buy that merch, make you buy those season tickets. Re-up, baby, re-up. Because we're going this is it, guys. I'm disappointed after this year just as much as you. By the way, you could repeat these statements every fucking year in the offseason. And he's going all in. You can't go all in with Mike McCarthy either. I'm just going to throw that out there. How can you go all in with Mike McCarthy, bro? He makes awful game time decisions and he can't manage a game. So and then I think he was even, I'm not even going to read all the comments, but he was asked about free agency. Didn't think there was going to be any free agency that he was going to go for.
Well, he has no cap room.
And there's no way to go all in. That's what I'm saying. There's no way to go all in with the roster. Matter of fact, I think I looked at the Cowboys' current roster and how much they owe. And they're actually going to have to restructure and do all that because they're over the cap right now.
Yeah.
So there's no way to go all in. That's what I'm saying. And no, of course, no reporter had the balls to be like, dude, you can't go all in. Look at these contracts. Mm. Of course, because Jerry just talks, and nobody fucking gives him a hard question.
Right.
You know? And it's just so fucking bad, bro. It's just so bad. Again, I got to say, if you were out there, believe this, dude, goddamn. I'm sorry. I feel bad for you. My hope, my excitement going into the Dallas Cowboys 2024 season will be at an all-time low. I'm not excited whatsoever. There's no way. I'm like, it was depleted, Leaf. It was depleted this year. It was 100% gone.
I mean, I watched it happen in front of my eyes.
Yeah, it was depleted. And then Jerry Jones is depleted at an all-time, completely gone now.
Anytime the guy opens his mouth, I'm like, I got to check on Sam.
There's no way that they can do this, bro.
Yeah.
There's too many stupid contracts on the Dallas Cowboys roster. They can't go all in.
Now, that is one thing about the Commanders is a good spot. They're in a great spot. They have the number one most cap room going into 2024.
Yeah,
so,
that's the way it should
it's a great situation for Dan Quinn. He's got the number 2 overall pick. He's got 73-something million in cap room. It's the most in the NFL right now. So, could have a killer offseason for my team, bro. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, you guys are staying in the same spot.
This guy is a terrible GM.
Yeah.
You can't win in the salary cap era. I said that.
Yeah.
They're over the salary cap right now. They're going to have to restructure deals. You can't fucking restructure and go get a free agent. How?
Yeah.
You're over the cap. You got a dumb fucking contract for your quarterback. Second in the league, by the way. Deshaun Watson's the only one. Browns are stupid too.
Yeah.
And Dak's second. For $59.5 million. This guy ain't worth fucking that at all. Not even close to that, dude. He doesn't win when it matters the most.
Yeah.
You're going to fucking sit there and give this guy a massive contract, the most in history, for what? How the fuck are you going to pay this guy that much money for what?
For regular season wins, I guess.
It's awful. Awful. So, I'm sorry, and I'm not actually sorry. This fucking team sucks. This franchise fucking sucks. And I hate saying that, but they fucking suck until Jerry Jones dies and is gone, long gone. Even Steven, too. Take Steven, too, please.
Yeah.
Because he's worse, I think. I actually think he's worse. I really fucking do. I think he's worse than his dad. Somehow. I really do. So, this is where we're at, guys. Yeah. That's it. That'll be the last time I talk about the fucking Cowboys until fucking August. I have nothing to say. My excitement.
No, he's gonna say some dumb shit.
Well, we got the draft. I think we're gonna live stream the first round.
We can, yeah.
Yeah,
that'll be fun.
Well, you have a big pick. I
have a massive pick. Yeah, number 2, unless they do something with it. But
number 2. You're gonna have to fucking drink like 2 hours before the draft.
I'm gonna be shitting myself.
Yeah,
because if they get,
we're gonna have to wait forever, bro.
If they get Caleb Williams, I'm flipping this table over, dude. I'll be like, I'm sorry, I'll pay for whatever, but this table's going
like, no, our equipment. Stream fucking blows up and be like, oh, sorry.
Yeah,
probably go viral.
Yeah.
But, the draft, but there's nothing they can do in the draft that will excite me.
Yeah.
They swung and missed last year in the draft. They'll swing and miss again, dude.
Yeah.
So, pathetic is what it is. And don't believe Jerry Jones. I'm sorry. If you're a Cowboys fan out there like me, don't believe Jerry Jones whatsoever. He's a fucking idiot, dude. Oh, God. Die. Okay. There you go. Like I said, we're going to talk about the Super Bowl in our Thursday episode. We'll do a whole preview of the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And get that going. That's going to be fun. Okay, Leaf. A couple crazy things, then we're out of here.
Let's do it.
I got to get you punting, bro.
Oh, yeah.
I just want to say real quick, we talked about this lady at some point, I think. And I don't remember when, but I swear to God, we did. There's a new sonar image out there, transitioning to the crazy, funny shit to get out of here, guys. There's a new sonar image out there around the ocean area where Amelia Earhart was supposed to be supposedly crashed.
Right.
This shows an anomaly in the ocean that look at this picture. You can see it right here. On the right side. It looks like a plane, right?
It does.
This is believed by some to be Amelia Earhart's plane, nearly 87 years after this.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Fred Noonan, too, her navigator. Don't want to forget about that guy. Sorry,
right,
Fred.
Yeah.
Sorry, Fred. R.I.P., Bo.
Yeah.
So they think that they may have found her plane finally, because they don't know. They still haven't found that, but just plane.
Yeah. Well, that's what I've always thought, since they can't find it, and they've looked everywhere as far as like the land type of stuff, and they have not found it. So that something that massive, I thought it crashed in the deepest part of the ocean where you can't get down to it.
Yeah,
that's what I've always thought.
This is what it's believed to be. Now, obviously, there are some skeptics out there saying like, "Nah, that ain't it."
Yeah,
but we'll see. Now, I think there's plans to go down there.
Okay.
But it's
wonder
actually
how deep that is. Does it say? It's probably kind of hard to tell.
More than 16,000 feet.
Jesus Christ! Yeah. Good luck. James Cameron will go down there, bro. He's like, give me my fucking submarine.
Like, give me the sub that I built.
He's like, I'm gonna go down there.
That motherfucker has.
He'll have a documentary out in like fucking 6 months.
And I'll watch it.
Yeah.
4,877 meters. That's more than 16,000 feet. The Titanic's like 12,000 feet.
Yeah, so it's
farther down than the Titanic.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're gonna have to get somebody that has experience going deep sea, like James Cameron.
Yeah, he's been down there like 100 times.
Yeah,
bro.
James Cameron went like 35,000 feet down.
Yeah,
he went down the Mariana Trench.
Yeah,
and that sub that he built was built for that. Don't fucking have Ocean Gate do it.
Yeah. Don't get it with a fucking PlayStation controller.
See, guys, I turn it down here. I'm going down. Like, I don't think this is safe. Like, here, you fucking play. You control the fucking thing he throws it at you. You're like, what the fuck?
Batteries fall out, and they're like, oh, God, we're just going down.
I still can't believe that's a real story in 2023, but it is.
Yeah.
So they're gonna return to the site and they're gonna confirm whether it is a plane or not. We just don't know when. It's gonna be a while, but they think because of the sonar image, it does look like a plane.
It does.
Look at the plane. So
it does look. It's got that.
It's got the shape of the wings and the thing,
kind of triangle looking kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see. It'd be interesting to find out if that's 100%, and it would be awesome.
Yeah.
I think they could probably somehow bring that up. It would be small enough, I think.
Man, I don't know.
It would be hard, but they could. It's like they couldn't bring the Titanic.
It'd be a lot easier than a fucking massive Titanic ship. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't bring that shit up. They're like, that thing's rotting on the bottom, bro.
Yeah, I mean, and this thing could fall apart. It's 87 years, old.
Yeah. No, there's nearly 87 years after.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll fall apart for sure.
Yeah, so that would be.
But find the goddamn plane. That's a mystery that I've always wanted to solve. Dude.
Yeah, that's one I've always been wondering about, and that's what I've always thought, that it's deep as fucking the ocean somewhere. Because they haven't found that plane nowhere near on land that they thought where she went down.
They thought they did a couple times, and then it turned out it wasn't.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. The only logical place would be in the fucking ocean.
That's what I think. So if it is, I mean,
that'd be cool.
That's a good lead, man, because that does look like it.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. And one last thing real quick. I've been meaning to talk about this for like a couple weeks, bro. We've always had so much stuff that I don't want to drag our episodes out.
Yeah.
But let's end it on this real quick. There's perfect timing, actually. We're about an hour and a half, which is great. Funny one to end on. You may have seen this out there. Maybe not. I don't know. But funny to end this episode. Okay. Fast food customer sues Dunkin' Donuts over traumatic toilet explosion. Did you see this?
No, I did not see that.
Okay.
Wow.
Paul Carrick, I think that's how you say his last name, is suing Dunkin' Donuts after he says a toilet at a Florida outlet exploded while he was doing his business, leaving him traumatized and coated head to toe in poop.
Ugh. Was it his shit, though? Like, it's not all their fault unless he's shitting in a toilet that already has shit in it. That's gross. Right?
Or the fucking, I don't know.
The pipes were kind of maybe backed up a little bit.
Carrick said the stomach-turning blast in January. This was in January of 2022, actually. Jesus. So he's like, this story did not come out then, though. It came out last month.
Oh, okay.
So that's weird. Left him covered with debris, including human feces and urine, according to the lawsuit filed in Florida's judicial district. Following the explosion of the toilet, plaintiff emerged from the men's room and sought assistance from employees and managers of the business to clean himself, as he remained covered with human feces and urine after emerging from the men's room. Making matters worse, Carrick claims that workers at the Orange County coffee shop conceded that they were aware there were problems with that toilet.
Oh, shit. That's what got him in trouble then.
Yeah, exactly. He's asking the coffee giant to fork over $50,000 in legal fees, claiming that he now requires mental health care and counseling as a direct result of the trauma he experiences in the restroom at that building and from the continuing trauma following the event.
Yeah.
Carrick says the messy mishap left him suffering bodily injury and psychological damages, as well as permanent and significant emotional injury, mental anguish, loss of the capacity for the enjoyment of life, expensive medical care and treatment.
Okay. I mean, I get it, dude, but...
Bro, this is what plumbers deal with daily, bro. They're fine. You're fine. I understand. You don't have to put in all this shit in your fucking law. I mean, of course, the lawyers probably did this.
Yeah.
But it's like, dude, my brain, I can't go to a public bathroom anymore.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. You can go to the bathroom. Actually, just go to Buc-ee's, bro.
Dude, I've seen the jackass guys get into a urine, like a outhouse, or one of those things, like willingly.
Yeah.
Of course, they're getting paid to do that.
Now, look, if you were on a toilet and something exploded and you had shit all over you, you'd be like, man, this is fucked up. I am going to sue this place.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to sit there and be like, I'm psychologically damaged from now on. I'd be like, it just happened.
Yeah.
Now I'm getting money out of it, so it's great. I can't believe he was only asking for $50,000.
Yeah, millions.
I'd be asking for fucking like $8 million.
Because, I mean, he had to have gotten hurt more than that.
No, exactly. Like medical shit, I'd be like, you're covering all that and my legal fees. But permanent and significant emotional injury, mental anguish, loss of the capacity for the enjoyment of life.
Yeah, that's
I can't enjoy life anymore.
That's lawyer speak, dude. That's probably not him talking. Yeah.
He'd be in the fucking courtroom. He's like, I can't enjoy my life anymore. I was covered in shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Carrick Paul.
Yeah.
But imagine being on the toilet, bro, and something exploded and you got shit and urine all over you. And it's probably not just his.
Oh, no. Probably not.
How would you like that?
Would not like that at all. That's disgusting. It makes me want to throw up.
Sorry, man. I didn't mean to do that at the end of the episode.
Dude, like when I watched that Jackass episode of them getting slingshotted in that fucking thing.
That's Steve-O, yeah.
Oh, God. It's so gross, bro.
Just shit all over him.
Him and like Knoxville, I think, did it, right?
I think it was just Steve-O.
Oh, was it just
Yeah.
Steve-O?
Yeah, I've always wondered, or I've always not wondered or whatever, but unfortunately I've had to go to the bathroom in a porta potty.
Yeah.
And it is what it is, man. You just have to sit down and go as fast as you can and be like, this is awful. And I wish that I was not here right now.
Yeah. No, I try to avoid that at all costs. But
sure, I mean, you can't help it.
Yeah, I mean, like when we're at our tailgates, when we used to go to
that's
Rangers
happened
tailgates,
before.
I mean, you're drinking all day. That's the only place you can go.
I mean, sometimes you got to shit.
Yeah.
And it is what it is, bro. Now, pissing, I don't care. But you look into the fucking toilet area, though, and there's nothing but fucking toilet paper, blue water, and just turds floating all over the place.
So gross, dude.
I've ran into like condoms in there, tampons, and I'm just like, holy shit,
yeah,
dude.
it's fucking gross, man.
It's so bad, and it's just like, God. I'm sorry, I'm gonna make Lee throw up.
Well, we had one story a long time ago when that lady that dropped her phone in there, and she was trying to reach in, and she actually fell in there, so she knows what this guy's going through.
Oh
I think.
God, that is disgusting.
That was her own fault.
That might be immediate throw up.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Ugh,
there you go, man. Hopefully Dunkin' Donuts does a man right.
Yeah. No, they got the money, bro.
Yeah. Dunkin' Donuts, bro. Like those. That makes me think of those Boston fucking people up there.
Yeah.
Like Bill Burr did that.
Yeah. Or
Casey Affleck.
Yeah.
Those fucking Saturday Night Live those skits. Those are great. Okay, there you go, man. Make sure when you're out there doing public bathrooms, you pay attention to the toilet, and if it's leaking or weird noises, you might want to get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, don't use it.
Yeah.
That one.
All right, man. There you go. Let's get out of here. Episode 123. We really appreciate it. If you stopped and hung out with us on YouTube, thank you so much. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. We'll be live back on YouTube on Thursday for a Super Bowl preview episode. So go out there. If you're listening on audio, it's youtube.com/@Eskimo Brothers Podcast. We would really appreciate it if you go out there, hit subscribe for us. It's free. We just want more subscribers, and we want to have fun as we continue to grow the podcast and everything. And then if you make sure you turn the notification on as well, the bell on. So it notifies you 30 minutes before we go live. It notifies you when we go live, so that way you can jump on and hang out if you have time. We would really appreciate it. And then if you can't, or if whatever, follow us on social media as well. That way we post when we're going live there too. We post funny reels, all this fun stuff. Clips, reels, whatever. That is everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok @Eskimo Brothers Podcast, X/Twitter, whatever you want to call it now, @Eskimo Bros Pod. We would appreciate it if you went out and followed and liked and everything. That way, you can keep up with us, man, and know what we're doing and our plans and all that fun stuff. That's exactly where you'll know 100%. There you go. Audio leaf as well, please.
Yeah, the audio for this one is coming out on Tuesdays. Normally, that's what we do. If we record a episode on Saturday or Sunday, it comes out on Tuesdays on all the platforms. Spotify and Apple are our big ones. If you listen to us on Spotify, if you haven't yet, go click on our page and then just hit that 5-star review for us. Fill out those 5 stars for us. And on Apple, you can do the same thing. But then after you then hit 5 stars, write a short review for us. Just tell them how much you love the podcast. Hit submit, and that helps us out with the algorithms on both of those audio platforms. So we still do a lot of seeing some downloads on there. So we know you're out there listening. So just go help us out on that.
Yes,
please.
We really appreciate that. Thank you guys so much for all of that love,
Yeah.
Okay, man, we're out of here. The rest of our Saturday's booked full. Leaf's going to have to go try to win a bet, and we'll post that reel and all that fun stuff on our socials. So, like I said, be sure to follow us, man.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next time with a brand new episode Thursday out there, everybody. Make sure you have a great rest of your weekend. Take care of yourselves, man. We'll see you guys fucking real soon. Thank you so much. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
This has been another episode of the Eskimo Brothers Podcast. Thank you for listening, and be sure to follow or subscribe to the podcast on your favorite podcast streaming service. And until next time, Remember, an Eskimo Brothers bond is worth more than gold.
Like I never felt before.